or welcome back to my channel. I am Sri Divya. In this video, we're going to learn how to make this super cute flower bouquet blanket. To make this cutie, I've used all types of basic stitches including magic rings, single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, chains, and one of the stitches that I haven't yet shown on my tutorials yet. It's a front post stitch. It's okay, it's easy, I'll show you in a bit. And to make this circular part, this is the easiest part by the way. To make this circular part, we follow a single pattern and it's very simple. You'll just have to repeat it and increase the rounds as you go. And then we get to the green leaves part, making it a border around the circular part, and then make the roses. The roses are basically 3 double crochets in each chain that we do. First you'll have to make the circular part, obviously, then we go to the border, and after making it we can start making the roses, each of the rows individually. Then we have to sew the roses, each of them to themselves, and then sew it onto the each leaf part. Okay, so this is about the basic introduction. You'll get to see the materials that you'll have to use in a bit, and this is gonna be the first tutorial that I'm posting on my channel, so I'm very excited to share all my creations with you. I'll be posting a lot of videos from now, so if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel and support me in this cutie crochet journey. Without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. Let's start off by making a magic ring. Wrap the yarn around your fingers like this and pull the second loop outside and twist it so you get a loop. Then take the working yarn into the loop. You just have to pull it through the loop. Now we've got the magic ring. Let's make 2 chains. Then yarn over, insert your hook into the magic ring, pull a loop, then pull through 2 loops, and then pull through 2 loops. This is a double crochet. Let's repeat that. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We'll have to make total 12 double crochets all around the magic ring. Let's meet once we've made all of them. Then we can adjust the magic ring by pulling the tail. Then go on making all the double crochets. Please remember that we don't have to count the chain 2 as a double crochet. We'll have to make 12 double crochets after 2 chains. Once we've done making them all, we can tighten the magic ring and leave off the chain 2 space and go to the first double crochet space and pull a yarn into the loop. This is called a slip stitch. Okay, now let's go to the second round. Let's make chain 2. Let's just count all the stitches of the previous round. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Yeah, next we'll have to go to the first double crochet and do 1 double crochet. That's the same space as the chain 2. Then let's make another double crochet into the same space. So we have a double crochet increase in that stitch. Next, chain 1 and go into the next stitch and make 2 double crochets. We'll have to continue this pattern all round the first round. Okay, we have to make 2 double crochets into each space and chain 1 and 2 double crochets and chain 1 and go on. Let's meet once we finish this round. So we basically made a double crochet increase in all round. This is the last stitch. We're going to make 2 double crochets in the last space as well. Then chain 1 and let's close this round just like we did before. Leave off the chain 2 space and go to the first double crochet stitch, the first one, and do a slip stitch to close that round. Now we're done with 2 rounds. Let's observe the pattern once. We have 2 double crochets in each of the stitch. Leave off the chain 2 space, let's not count that. And for the next round, let's make chain 2. Then let's make 1 double crochet into the chain 2 space and double crochet increase into the next space. Next chain 1 and then let's go to the next space, leave off the chain 1 and go to the next stitch and double crochet, and then to the stitch after that you'll have to make 2 double crochets, which is a double crochet increase. Let's continue making this all round. Once we made all of this, we can observe the pattern that it is growing. And for the last space too, we're going to make 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochets into the last space. Okay, then a chain 1 and slip stitch into the first double crochet. Let's not do it into the chain 2 space. We'll only have to see the top part of the double crochet and slip stitch into that stitch. Now let's count all of the stitches. We totally have 12 parts all around. Let's observe once we've made few more rounds. This is the pattern that we have to observe. So for the first round, we made 12 double crochets. And for the second round, we increase the round by making 2 double crochets in each of the double crochet before. And then for the next one, we made 2 double crochets for every last stitch, and except that we have to make double crochets only for every stitch, okay? And in between the stitches, we'll have to make chain 1 to separate the slices. So here's a little tip from me. If we finish one skein and want to add another, we'll have to go to the top loops like this and just take the working yarn of your next skein and just pull up a loop and pull through the 2 loops, okay? We can clearly see that it's looking like the normal loop that we have on top of a double crochet. Let's handle it carefully and go around making double crochets into the base stitches we have in the previous round. And for the yarn tails that we have, we can just continue making double crochets along with the tail on the back, and the tail on the front can be pulled from the back like that so that we make a knot in there. And if you have any more tails, you can just weave them in at the end. It's not a big problem if you don't understand it. You can continue making stitches like this. This is the last stitch of the last round that I made for the main body part. Now let's just add the green yarn just like we did a slip stitch. Let's just pull the green yarn loop through both of the loops so that we get a single loop. It's gonna be the main loop from now. Just hold every yarn tail that you can in the place so we can continue making stitches. Let's make chain 2 and go into the first space and make a half double crochet. This is how we make it. So first yarn over, insert your hook into the space and pull up a loop, Now we have 3 loops on the hook. Pull a loop and pull through all of the loops. Okay? Yarn over, insert your hook, pull a loop, pull through 3 loops. This is how we do a half double crochet. We'll have to make 7 half double crochets. Now let's try to understand the pattern. If we count the top row of each of the slice, like a pizza slice we have, I have made 22 stitches for the last round for each of the slice. So I wanted to make 3 flowers for each slice. So if I wanted to make 3, that's going to be like an intervals of 7 stitches. Okay, so I'm going to make a leaf part for every 7 stitches, and on the 7th half double crochet I'm going to start a new pattern which is going to be for the leaves. Okay, this is the 7th stitch. Let's make 6 chains after we made the 7th half double crochet. Then we're going to make a front post single crochet into the stitch that is below the half double crochet that we have just made. Pull up a loop. We have 2 loops now. Then yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. We have just made a foundation for a leaf. Now we are going to insert hook into this chains part and repeat this pattern. Single crochet, 1 half double crochet, then a double crochet, then a chain 1, and we flip the stitches just like that. We make a double crochet now, then a half double crochet, then single crochet, and that's it for this part. We'll have to make a half double crochet into the same 7th half double crochet that we made in the beginning. So we're done with one leaf. We're going to make another leaf, so we'll have to make the foundation again. Let's make 6 chains and go into the next stitch. Okay, go into the next stitch and make a front post single crochet there. We'll have to make a single crochet here. So we have a foundation again, and just repeat what we have just done with the other leaf. Single crochet, half double crochet, we are making a double crochet, then chain 1, then flip it around, double crochet, half double crochet, and finally a single crochet to close this leaf. Then after this leaf part, we are going to make another half double crochet into the already 2 half double crochet space. Okay, we're going to close this leaf by doing this. Let's make a half double crochet, and we're done with the leaf part. This is one individual leaf. You can repeat this in how many intervals you want, depending on the stitches you made for each slice in the last round. Then I'm going to make 7 more half double crochets here after the leaf part. I've made 4, so I'm making 3 more. I've chosen half double crochets for this border, but you can do whatever you like. Like you can do double crochets or single crochets all around the border. Now let's observe the leaf part. We can see the part clearly where the rose is gonna come. I hope you can understand the pattern that I've written on top. I made a leaf part after 7 stitches, and I wanted 3 roses for each of the slice. So that's one, here's second one, and we get the third one in here. Okay, let's make another leaf part on the 7th stitch from the first leaf part. I made 6 chains for the foundation and yarn over, go into the stitch below to make a front post single crochet, then take it as a foundation and repeat the stitches as I mentioned on top. Single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, then a chain 1, double crochet, half double crochet, and a single crochet. This is how we finish this off. We have done one leaf. We're going to make a half double crochet into the same 7th half double crochet. Then we make another foundation for the next leaf. And go into the next double crochet where I'm going to make a single crochet front post and use it as a foundation again to make a single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, chain 1, and then flip the stitches over like double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, and then do the half double crochet into the same half double crochet space that we made before, and then we finish off this same leaf. You can adjust the stitches as you go. I'm finishing this off by making the last half double crochet, and yep, that's it. We're going to continue making half double crochets till we want to make the next leaf part. This is how you repeat this border pattern. Let's do it till we get the next space. So I got total 22 stitches, right? But if I repeat a leaf part for every 7 stitches, I'll still be left with one more stitch. In the end, where we've done the double crochet increase. So this time for the third leaf part, I'm going to make a leaf part on the 8th double crochet, which is the last stitch of the slice, and then repeat the whole pattern all round. So I've made this leaf part on the last double crochet instead of the 7th one. See, and then I made the front post to the next space. There's a chain in between both, and that's not a big of an issue. So this is how we continue making the leaf part. This is the pattern that I wanted to explain. See, you should first count the number of stitches you've made for each slice and then divide it by the number of flowers you want to make for each slice. Just like I've got 7 stitches in between each of the leaf part, you'll get the number by using that formula. Now I'm done with the leaf part. I'm going into the last stitch and doing the slip stitch into the first half double crochet. This is how we close this border. Then I pulled a bit of yarn. This is how the border looks like now. This is the end of the leaf part. I'm going to cut the yarn in here and going to pull the loop just so I can make a knot in there. Now the leaf part is totally done. I'm going to weave in this leaf part end into the border so that we don't see it anymore. The stitches look so neat if you do this neatly. So never forget to weave in the ends. It's always better if you make a knot in between so that the yarn just doesn't come off and is more secure, okay? And then weave in the remaining part into the stitches and we can just cut it there. So yep, we're done with the leaf part. Let's go make roses. I took a 3.5mm crochet hook for the roses because I wanted the stitches to be a bit tighter than what we've done before. So just look at this. I am making a slip knot and we're gonna make a foundation chain depending on the size you want your rose to be. If you want it to be a bit smaller, you can make 12 to 15 chains, and if you want it to be a bigger swirl, you can make 15 to 20. It's always better if you do more than 15, so you get a bigger swirl and it looks a bit big. Okay, continue making the number of chains that you desire. And yarn over, go into the third chain and make a double crochet. We're going to make another one in here, so that's 2 double crochets into the third chain, and then into the next chain you're going to make 3 double crochets, and you're going to continue the same with all the chains remaining. So you're just going to repeat the same pattern all over. Make 3 double crochets into each of the chain space till the end. So this is how it looks. It almost looks like a swirl by now. We can just cut the yarn in there and pull the loop outside so we can make a knot in there. Then let's make a swirl. You can use hot glue gun or just use the method that I'm using. I've used a tapestry needle and sewed the whole rose into a swirl. Once we've done making it a swirl, we can now hold it in place and use a tapestry needle to take the yarn tail at the end and hold it in place. And go to the nearest stitch and pull the yarn through there and try to close it there itself. So we're going to go to the bottom, pull the yarn, and we see the spaces on the bottom right. We are just going to insert the needle through both of the holes that we have and just pull the yarn. So we are going to stitch both the sides of this rose and include the stitches in between in order to just put it together. So we are going to have the swirl in place by stitching it like this. Once you feel like it's sturdy enough, you can just cut the yarn off but don't forget to make a knot here and there so it just is a little bit secure. This is how it looks after stitching. I'm going to get the yarn to the opposite side of the yarn tail that I have so that I can easily make a knot to the leaf part. Just try to have these on the opposite sides, just like this. Yeah, we're ready to assemble the roses now. You can sit and make all of these roses at once and then go attach them to the leaves. So this is how the leaf part looks. We have made 3 half double crochets there, right? So we have 2 spaces on the either side of the middle half double crochet. We're going to get the both yarn tails into each of the space there, just like this, and pull the rose and put it in place between the leaves. Now we are going to just make a knot on the back side once we have it secured, just like that. We're going to make 2 to 3 knots so it's safe, and then we are going to weave the ends in, and this is the last part of the rose bouquet. See how neat the stitches look. We don't have any messy situation going on in here. We are going to insert the yarn into the tapestry needle. I made it at a time, so I'm just going to save some trouble. So I'm just going to do this, like inserting the needle on the either sides of the half double crochet into the rows so it's stiff and secure. In my opinion, this is the best possible way to attach the roses to the leaves. So it'll be better to make a few knots here and there so it's secure. Now we are just left with the yarn tails. We will have to weave it into the same color, right? Let's go into the same rows and do just as I'm doing. Just carefully pull the loops, then go into the other side and pull the yarn gently. You can make another knot here or just cut off. So this is how it looks in the end. The stitches are so neat and the rose is not gonna come off. Now let's see. We have these leftover yarn tails. We are just going to use a tapestry needle and weave them all into the same color body part. Don't forget to make knots here and there so it's secure. Just go into the stitches like this. It's better if you go into the bottom part of the stitches because we've made double crochets and it's not safe to go into the top part of the stitches. Okay, let's pull the yarn gently so that we don't make a mess. Now I'm just cutting it off. Repeat the same thing with all of the leftover yarn and you'll be good. So this is the final look. I love how it looks so cute. Thank you so much for watching my first tutorial on this channel. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe.